Welcome back to Talking Trash. And today we're at the Perm Trade Show, and we're going to be talking about why recycle and where our recycling goes.
So we covered reducing and reusing, and now we're going to talk about recycling. Like Sandy and I mentioned, recycling is the most popular of those three R's. It's kind of the favorite child. You know, everybody kind of is drawn to recycling, and it is a good thing. We just need to plug it in the right place in the hierarchy.
Right.
Minnesota does a wonderful job of recycling. I don't know if people know that. We're second in the nation.
Behind?
Oregon.
Yes.
I don't know if we'll ever be able to take that spot, but if
we can keep trying.
We will keep trying. One thing that people don't recognize either is that recycling actually directly and indirectly supports between 20 and 40,000 jobs in Minnesota, depending on the season. So not only are you feeling good as you're rinsing out your cans and your bottles about what you're doing for the environment, you can feel good about what you're doing for the economy.
Giving someone a job.
Absolutely.
Yep.
In Otter Tail and Becker County alone, you know, recycling employs people from education and
absolutely.
For both of us. But in Otter Tail County, we also have the drivers that run the recycling routes. It's a job for them. We have sorters that sort through our recyclables. There's a lot of jobs in both of our counties too.
And then statewide, and then even nationally. So it's a big program, and it costs money, but it definitely is a good program.
Absolutely. Really quickly, these are items that can be recycled in Otter Tail County. Now, recycling rules vary by geographic region, so we're going to talk a little bit about that. And it's all dictated by end markets. It's what we have an end market for. We can only recycle things if we, specific things, if we have someone that's willing to take that item and make it into something new. In Otter Tail County, we can recycle corrugated cardboard. It has to be corrugated, though, so it has to have that wave or ripple in order to be recyclable. We cannot recycle box board. But in Becker County, you can recycle box board. So there's the difference, one of the differences. All the other rules, though, are the same, right? So in both counties, you can recycle plastics if they are number one or two.
Number two, and in Becker County with a screw top.
Same in Otter Tail, neck or spout. You can also recycle glass. We take in Otter Tail County any color of glass, any size or shape, same in Becker. And we want you to rinse out your recyclables, your glass and your plastic and your cans. In Otter Tail County, we have several people that are recycling sorters. So they sort through recyclables all day, every day, pull out trash from the people that didn't know the rules. Yeah, so if you're not rinsing your recyclables and there's food left in the container, it gets moldy. And like Sandy said, it stinks. And that draws flies and rodents, and more than that, it's a health issue because those workers then are breathing that mold in. So that's why we ask you to take that extra step and rinse out your stuff. Plus, our end markets don't smile upon, or appreciate, you know, getting a bale of aluminum that's moldy. It just doesn't go over very well. So lots of reasons to rinse. In Otter Tail County, we recycle 3 different kinds of paper. We'll take your regular office paper in one bin, and your newsprint in a separate bin. But your newsprint, we need you to pull all those shiny inserts out of. So your sales flyers and that type of paper, pull those out. Those are recyclable, but they need to be in a separate bin. So the third type is that shiny paper, which is also including magazines.
And ours is a little bit different in Becker County. You can take the newspaper, and anything that comes in your newspaper can go with your newspaper. That is all recyclable in Becker County, and then magazines are separate. So we do that. Yep, the newspaper, the office paper, and the magazines, all separate.
And there again, the reason for the difference in those rules is our end market. The end market in Otter Tail County for newsprint is Paul's Insulation in Vergas.
Yep.
So newsprint never leaves Otter Tail County to get recycled into a new product.
Great.
But Paul's Insulation can only make newsprint out of newspaper. They don't want the shiny paper. So that's what dictates those rules to us.
And our newspaper goes to Moorhead and gets made into egg cartons. So they can have a bit of that shiny paper in with that. So that they don't have a problem with that. And so again, the end markets, one can use it, one can't. And so that it switches it a little bit.
And we get a lot of questions on that.
We do.
Why is it so
It's
different? But that's what dictates the rules. Finally, aluminum and tin, you can mix those together. At the Otter Tail County Recycling Center, we have a giant magnet that separates those for us. You don't have to pull the labels off. You can leave those on. Right. But we do ask that you rinse out your cans.
Next week, we're back at the Perm Trade Show talking about composting.